from drinking. And Jawasi has his guards around him, and that's it.
Okay. If we get a chance, I'd like to try to signal Hunter over. They leave anyways, once Jawasi's guards get out of here.
Jawasi, goes back to his place, and you can easily go talk to Hunter.
Let's do that then. Victor, are you coming with me?
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's go speak to Hunter then, update him. Hang on.
Set your face in.
Yeah. Mr. Williston, it seems you are speaking to the competition. It seems he has lost his tongue.
Sorry about that. My brothers are being a little douche.
Hey.
I might have been talking to the competition, but I thought I'd actually find a way to incite a rebellion for us.
And what have you learned?
Julius has offered me to offer my business as collateral for a las weapon factory. If the workers see that they might be losing their jobs, they might be willing to give up.
What did I do?
No, the other guy. I forgot his name already.
Jawasi.
You have put our business up as collateral for a las factory. Where is this las factory located?
Somewhere outside of town. I didn't exactly get a chance to look at it yet.
Do you understand what the point of this mission is?
Yes, but if we actually take over Jawasi's place, we'd actually own our company back, and we can offer it instead of as collateral.
How will you get Jawasi's business?
Well, if we start up the rioting, it'd be quite simple. All Jawasi has is just a few guards on the outside and one big brute on the inside. He has nothing in terms of real measures of security.
Are you planning on buying this factory, or is this merely a ruse to get Jawasi off its guard?
A semi-ruse.
A semi-ruse? What does that mean?
You do know if this falls through, you have signed papers that destroy our only fortification in this area.
And I will take the fall with it. I have made this choice. I will take it with me to the grave.
We will all fall if that happens. Our mission is to secure territory, not lose it.
I've already started some work on the other factories in this area. I'm pretty sure by now the workers are already close to rebelling.
It needs to be a planned rebellion. If you incite them too much, they will break out in small groups, and the cops will be here immediately to put it down. And then everybody will be on guard, because our people have not rebelled. This plan will take a while to come to fruition. Do not incite them too quick.
I used a subtle method, just a little interference in their systems. Yes, they'll be more eager to riot, but it will not happen in 1 hour, even less. Now, if you quickly go over to talk to them about it, I'm sure they'll tell you that just their stuff has been interfered with, and they're not getting very much use out of it.
I'm sorry, laughing at your people. If nothing else, find a man amongst them that you believe in, maybe, and send him to the cantina that's close, so that we may advise him on position and have him lead their part of it. We need them to meet with Grimm. We need them to understand our cause. We need them to be united under a single leader.
I will try to my best to try to get a leader of the workers to go to your business place meeting.
What? So you offered up our business as collateral to look at a building? I'm trying to understand this, what has happened. We're putting our building up as payment for the building, right?
Collateral if it falls through.
What falls through?
The last building, if it fails to produce enough money
So
to pay off
what
the loan to
is,
build it.
what is, so
Oh
you've-
my god. We're fucked. He put our building up so if the Laz facility falls under, which it will because of this rebellion, Jawasi owns all of our shit.
Jawasi's not going to put any money into it, and then
You take
it'll
out
fall through
Jawasi,
because
it
only we
won't
support
matter.
it.
No, Jawasi has a contract to our business now. He had, because if his shit falls through, then he's gonna come back and claim it. But after these revolutions, hopefully, we're gonna own everything, which means Jawasi's gonna own everything because his stuff would have failed because we would have caused it to fail. But he owns all our stuff because Hunter signed it away.
Did Jawasi put anything up as well? We mortgaged our building to help pay for this.
We're fucked.
If we take over Jawasi's place of business, we own everything he owns. There's nothing
Jawasi
that
put up
states
for
we
sale?
can't.
Or what did Jawasi put up as payment for this Laz factory?
Not a clue. I'm guessing some of his equipment, because there's no way one building can pay for an entire collateral of a Laz factory.
We own 60% of the Laz factory?
Yes.
Sell
Which
it
means we could do
to
a
somebody else and
takeover.
get us out of this contract.
I will look for the highest buyer, but it will take some time to talk to some of these people who might be interested.
If you can sell the business, for what we mortgaged ours for, it will fall through and cause Jawasi to lose everything because they will take ownership of the factory. And if nobody's paying for it, it will be repoed, basically. Anyways, what you're doing is good. Just remember that. Just don't lose
I
our
know, it's a
facility.
big
We need
risk.
it.
I will try my best to not lose the factory.
Remember, send workers our way. We need to talk to them. We need Zarkov to talk to them. He has to be the leader of this operation.
I will talk to these workers, but it will be slim chance for them to just believe a voice over the box.
No, they will meet him in person. He just needs to go to... Just have them go to the cantina when they can. We will be there, and he can be there. Eventually, we will meet them.
Alright, I will try my best then. And at the same time, try to find a buyer for the 60% of the last factory.
Good.
I head back into the office and start working on and looking for buyers for our last factory.
I went to the bathroom. If you can, you might actually try to sell it to one of the other competitors. Maybe specifically a competitor of Jawasi's. Because if they own 60%...
Then I know the perfect lady.
There you go. If they own 60% of the factory, they will have ownership over Jawasi, which should cause enough problems that our little rebellion will go unnoticed, at least in their factories.
Yeah, you could, to the check, be like, I own 60% of this I own this last factory, and was wondering if you wanted to buy 60% of it, and we'll split the profits that way, and blah, blah, blah. And then they'll get fucked over.
I only own 60% of it though, so 60% of 60% is barely anything.
regardless,
That's what you paid.
if the
You own 60% of the facility on however much money our building cost. All you need to do is get them to pay what our building costs and just get rid of the mortgage on it. And then they will own 60% of it, but that makes them majority shareholder. They can literally do whatever they want with the building, which will totally throw whatever Jawasi's planning in disarray, because that's what we could do. Once you're a major shareholder, you can make all the major decisions and just veto anything else people say. You become the sole power. Even if 51%, 49%, if you're 51%, you're the major power. You can always win, because 50% votes all you need. If
Alright, then.
it's given to somebody else, it could cause a lot of problems for them.
if the last
No,
factory tanks, he
it's-
still owns our business.
What he's doing is picking up the payment we made for it. He's going to pay us the money for our factory, and we're going to give him our 60% share of a factory he believes is a good deal. Of course, we just want him to pick up. We just want to make enough money out of this to pay off our mortgage.
Ooh, servitors.
Alright, well, let's go.
Well, my character kind of needs a rest. He's a little tipsy. No need to fuck up right now, especially if it's going to come to selling a business.
Shall we head back to the bar, Severance?
We probably need to find. Well, I don't know. Were we living in the factory? Where the hell do we live?
There is living quarters in the small hab block. But I mean, honestly, there is parts of the city where you go and live in a hab with everyone else. So your choice. You can live in the factory, or you can live somewhere else.
I feel like it'd be weird to live in the factory after I just quit.
We live in the dumpster outside the factory.
You should probably sleep as well. It's been, I don't know, it's probably 9 or 10 o'clock at night, I guess. It's been almost 12 hours since we've quit. And we'd been working up till that point too, so we probably need to rest.
Yeah, I mean, everyone can rest, and you're fully ready to go the next day. All your fatigues removed.
Did anything happen with me and Mikhail?
I mean, honestly, he just shares some stories of his service with you. He shares what he's trying to do. He's actually trying to get enough money to enter the academy for the enforcers in the area, so he can pass that and go be an enforcer. That's what he wants to do.
Okay, cool.
Honestly, unless like you steer the conversation towards any given point, that's all that happens.
How many other people are in the bar or canteen or whatever?
It ranges. I mean, from like 30 to like 70.
No. Now, Mikhail, you're trying to become an enforcer, correct?
Yep, that's the goal. Takes another drink of terrible tasting beer.
What if I told you that I knew someone who could help you with that?
That'd be great. But I mean, in what way? He kind of raises as if like there's going to be a catch, and he kind of knows where this is going.
Now, I said that I was not going to try and change your opinion on the matters we discussed earlier, and I'm not going to do that. I'm a man of my word. However, I would ask of your help to get the workers in our factory and the other factories to banner behind myself, because I truly wish for them to have better lives. I truly wish to see them happy and with their families, with more money, with better food. I mean, look around here, look around this cantina. How does that beer taste? It tastes like piss. That's what mine tastes like. However, I've never tried piss, but that's what I'm guessing it tastes like.
Sounds like you'll try anything in a world wrecked with civil unrest. That tranche is pretty terrible that you told me about.
Yes, I have seen some terrible things. Some terrible, terrible things there. Friend turned against friend. Commander turned against his own soldiers. Things like that. Things that I do not try and think about on a daily basis, but I cannot help myself because of the horrors I have seen. However, back to the subject, I would ask that you help me convince these other workers to rally behind myself. If you would do that, I would be extremely grateful, and talk to a friend of mine who is an enforcer, a very well-known enforcer, who will attempt to assist you as much as possible with becoming an enforcer yourself.
Charm plus 20. This is definitely something he wants, but yeah, he's reserved about it still.
Yeah! Success by 20, 3 degrees.
He looks down at his cup at the unfiltered remains of the beer in the bottom of his cup, swishes it around a little bit. I never imagined I would find my way through the enforcers to be through civil unrest. It's kind of ironic. But okay, you got me. I'll help you.
This is great. And I turn and call to the waiter. Hey waiter, another round on me. Let's do this. Come on, Mikhail, I want to see how many shots you can take before you're down on the floor.
There's not too many more.
Okay, that's all I wanted to do. I'm not gonna fucking dick wrestle him.
Do it.
You dick wrestle him. You're the arbitrator. You arrest him with your penis.
Oh, I'm gonna do a lot more than that with my penis.
Okay. Well, he is on your side. He's pretty. He's a pretty potent figure. I mean, you've kind of had a chance to measure him up through his work abilities. For most roles involving like some physical trait or him, being hands-on, he has a 45. For everything else, it's kind of like a 30, 25 for like some of the weaker points, such as like him actually knowing anything about anything important or about society. He's a man of action and a man of if he can do something about it, he can handle it pretty well.
Okay, cool.
That's his
So,
capabilities.
I'm guessing, intelligence and stuff is kind of low, but, his, strength is high, his toughness is high.
Yes.
Okay, cool. Now, what about, his weapon and ballistic... Well, he's Imperial Guardsman, so his ballistic and weapon skill should be relatively high.
So later on, of course, you can probably walk him home or something like that, and you guys are talking. Inside his home, he has a long las and a las carbine from his Imperial Guard days with a hotshot pack that he actually stole and took with him instead of returning it back to the quartermaster.
What's a hotshot pack?
Hot shots are used for armored targets. It basically adds a D10 plus 2 damage, increases penetration by 2, but it's only one shot.
Okay.
Very dangerous.
Well, I'll write this stuff down, like everything more in detail when a little bit later. But
Problem?
as of right now, I got stuff down.
I'm just letting you know like what he has, so like you can tell him what to do accurately.
Okay. And after he shows me his weapons and stuff, I say see you later, and then stumble back home to the workplace.
Okay. So yeah, you guys all rest and relax and knows and makes gay jokes.
Well, since my character doesn't know the profit factor that's needed, I guess he just boils over the paperwork to see what he needs to sell his 60% for.
Okay, so to get things straight, you want to be able to know how much you need to get rid of in order to cover the 60%. I mean, you own 60% of the last factory, so just to recover the basics, your building covers 60%. Right now, you're at a PF like whatever 10, I think is what I told you guys for this building.
I pretty much just need to cover 10.
No, Jawasi was actually generous and gave you more. He actually covered more and actually gave you more of the deal. So, I mean, the PF10 pretty much covers maybe like 40%.
So I need a profit factor of 20 in order to get the 60% completely over.
Yes.
I just hope my character doesn't fuck up.
Or you can attempt to buy it with a very rare profit factor roll, and attempt to raise the money by selling assets and production and having your people work really hard and such like that.
Well, I do have I guess since it is a business, it's been around for a year, I probably have a couple of specialty buyers that I could probably throw in the deal to get the profit factor up there.
So you wouldn't increase your profit factor, you just increase your roll for success. So you'd have like maybe a bonus depending on like what you could contribute.
Alright. So I guess I'll head over to this lady and try to start a deal.
Okay.
We bought 40% of the factory with a PF of 10, and then they gave us 20% more, right, to put us at 60%.
Yes.
We actually have a profit factor of 15 right now for our building because our house is worth more now that we've gotten more stuff for it. If we sell 60% of our building, we should get back 15 profit factor for our house. We're trying to pay off
at 100%.
our stuff.
Yeah, there's a lot of
why
finagling
wouldn't
that
we?
goes on and haggling that goes on. Some things are barter.
60% of a major company with servitors and stuff. It shouldn't be
On
that
paper,
hard.
you're right.
It's the only thing that matters in business is what's on paper.
Okay, I'm just saying there's fluctuations that, will have to be taken into consideration. Not everything's going to be 100%. If you try to get it back, there will be a lot of finagling involved. The gang looks at you. Says, Dema said not to come back. Are you sure you want to piss her off?
Tell her I have 60% of a las weapon factory, and I'm willing to sell it to her.
He says 60 what? Alright, I'll tell her. He disappears inside. He's back down. Alright, she says this is the last chance for you though. Stupid light. Oh, whoops. Okay, so Dem is behind a desk. She says, "So, what's your deal, Hunter? I told you not to come back here, and now I see you again the next day."
Well, let's just say I managed to get 60% of a factory from your opponent without much issue. All I'm asking is enough to cover off what I had to pay up front in order to obtain this.
Las weaponry, huh?
With servitors to make them.
You want to sell your 60% to me?
You're the guy's opponent, are you not? Forgot his name again.
Jawasi? Opponent? I'm an opponent of yours as well, I guess, if you want to use those terms.
Yes, but I have no bout against you. You have more of a bout against Jawasi, especially since he's going to be turning out better product soon.
Do realize that Jawasi's not going to be happy with this, but maybe that's all the more reason for me to buy, just to piss him off.
I could take a few of his guards if it need be to defend myself. But for the sake of business, it would be much appreciated if I actually got some money back off of this deal.
I'll tell you what. I'll take your 60%, but I'm only going to give you 80% of what you paid for it.
I'm really needing that extra 20%. Is there anything you might be interested in purchasing from me? Some contracts, certain equipment, anything?
Sure, yeah, I'll take your business. All your workers. And you can move out.
That's a little too much to be offering.
You asked. Just look, 80% is the best you're gonna get, especially with an offer such as this. All of a sudden, I haven't even seen the building really. I haven't seen really what the operation's gonna look like. I'm already going head to head with Jawasi on this. So, I mean, look, you gotta make my life a little bit easier.
It's 60% of his business. Anything you say will override whatever he says. And pretty much, you could own the business given enough time.
But you somehow need to sell right away. You made the deal, what, yesterday?
The sooner the better. Because if Jawasi starts really concentrating on what I'm doing, then it's going to be harder and harder for me to sell this business under his nose.
And what are you doing?
Well, I have a few things planned to get some money back, but I'm really needing to at least cover the cost of the loan that's taken place.
Okay, well, you dug yourself a little hole, and now you need to get out. Am I right?
You could say that.
So then let Dema help you out, but you're still going to walk away with the cost. I'm not giving you 100% up front. You can attempt to barter with her on the details by using Trade Merchant.
Intelligence skill, right?
Yeah, she is going to oppose this.
Success by 1 point.
She beats you by 1 degree. And after all the numbers have actually been compared, she actually stands more to lose in the long term. She says, alright, now I'm backing down. I'm only going to give you 70%. This is just way too risky of a deal. I still want to buy in, of course, but you're not going to get out of this scot-free.
Well, then how about we form a partnership? Because if we actually team up, we could actually take down Jawasi's business and thus own it. You could keep the Laz factory's 60%, but I would only require that we join up in order to defeat Jawasi.
So, when you say defeat Jawasi, what are you talking about?
Complete takeover of his business. It'll take time to set it up, but I'm pretty sure once it's all in place, we both will actually have complete ownership over it.
And you are going to sign over the 60% of that you own in that factory to me.
Consider it a starting deal. I just still need enough to pay out the loan so I don't lose what I have gained.
We're talking in circles now. You're basically just wanting me to pay for the factory and help you with Jawasi now. Look, take what I have to offer. Unless you're offering her something that I'm just not seeing. You just offer her the same thing.
I kind of offered her, once we take over the business of Jawasi's place, to pretty much have her own it as well, but we'd still be partners in business. So we have an alliance, but yeah, we're going to have a right to take down the other businesses.
Okay, and she pretty much sees that you need the money now to pay for your loan 100%. She still gets the same deal, the last factory, except now she's stuck in a deal helping you with Jawasi. She's not getting anything bonus for helping you even more. That's how she sees it.
Let me look through my stats really quick, see if I have anything.
You can keep talking to her and try to reason her. I mean, certain roles will become harder.
Well, I do know of a bodyguard, per se, that you might be interested. He actually has a few nasty abilities that could actually make anyone try to oppose you to stop, literally in their tracks.
So you're offering me one of your men as a guard. What does he have to offer that's so special that I don't have with these two over here, or even the lazy one in the corner?
We have a very special guard. He is pretty much in tune with the warp. He could stop almost any mob that could try to take over your business.
You're offering me a psyker?
It's a rare trait out here, but he is well in control. He even stopped me from blowing up the factory by accident. Damn gun just never knew how to work.
You'll have to prove how potent he is to me. If it is, though, alright, we have a deal. You can bring him here to me, inside my own building, as long as he doesn't mess with any of the tech.
Alright
Don't
then.
tell me.
I'll have to go out and
You'd be telling
I'll have to go out and find him.
Dema says, fine. I'll get back to you with this deal whenever you get back to me with your psyker. The other guards and this huge scum look kind of worried.
I go back and try to search around the factory for Julius.
We're really here.
Unless-
We're home.
Unless he doesn't want to be found, I mean, you find him.
I don't know where I'm at. I'm assuming we're still here. I don't know. How long is this?
We were at home resting. What time is it?
We can say it's still middle of the first shift. It's in the morning.
Does he come to our home?
So we're up now. We went home to sleep.
I know.
It's been like 15 hours. We're probably back now, though. I don't know if we'd be around the facility. This though. We may be in the bar. Go to the bar. I told you to meet us there, anyways.
Yeah, we're probably.
Alright, I guess I head to the bar then. Did I just find him in the bar?
Yeah, I'm chilling in the bar with Severance.
Yeah.
Julius, I have found a way to make the deal 100%, but it would require you to be a personal bodyguard of the cellar.
Kind of look over at him. Don't say anything.
This puts you in a prime place to eliminate a possible threat. She has a few more guards than the other guy. A lot bigger and meaner too. Since you are a psyker, I say that part not very loud, you could take care of her and the guards without much issue, I believe.
How strong do you think I am? Just because I can jam a gun doesn't mean I can kill 4 people.
You don't have to kill them all at once. Since you would be a personal bodyguard, more than likely you would be alone with her half the time.
What do you think of this, Severance?
I highly doubt that our competition will so easily trust somebody we have sent them. If anything, I believe this to be a trap. I mean, what is stopping her from killing you as soon as you are alone? Even a psyker cannot fight that. It's too many people. Too close quarters.
We still have Iovis's little pet. We could also throw that in as just a bonus. It could be a very valuable asset.
What was the deal exactly that you were trying to make with her?
To take off the loan that I have placed down on our building. By removing it, we have no more worry of losing our low profit factor business. But she will gain 60% of a building that I believe is still being built.
What was her final offer on the payment?
About 70%. The psyker.
Mal, if the deal is taken and she pays off 70% of our loan, can I just throw in 3 profit factor and cover the rest of it?
It would be a PF roll for a scarce item, so it'd be a +0, and then of course with like that much money, it'd be so basically total roll is a -10.
So how much is our building worth?
10.
And how much is that worth?
In thrones?
Yes, in thrones.
It's just a profit factor roll. That's all we're using. We're not actually using any like definite thrones. I mean, I guess I don't know. I mean, it could range from anywhere from
we have sold
10 to 20,000.
How did we even put this building up for loan?
I'm kind of confused on
He just signed it away.
how it works.
We've
too.
mortgaged, but how did he profit roll for it? Did they profit roll at whatever our building's worth to make it a successful loan?
Jawasi did. He made the roll himself since he had the assets acquired from Hunter, from him mortgaging your guys' building. He then used that to negotiate a down payment for all the equipment and building he needed.
With our building.
Yeah.
With the funds acquired from the mortgage loan, yeah.
So how much money did we acquire?
Nothing.
You
We
guys didn't
acquired
acquire
60% of the Laz
How
factory.
much money did he acquire with 10 profit factor from our building?
Nothing.
He acquired a bonus of plus 20 to his profit factor roll. Because of his good mercantile roll and
So
other
the
connections.
only way for us to pay off our loan is to roll under a 10, a 7. Actually, we can't pay it off. Even when she buys it, we cannot pay off our building. With a negative 10 at 7 profit factor, a negative 3, we can't make that roll.
Exactly. You guys would need to have your workers work harder. You need to make a good mercantile roll. Definitely diversify yourselves and work extra hard to be able to pay it off and increase that roll.
How can we pay it off?
Because you would get bonuses over time, you wouldn't be able to earn all the money to pay off. Like, for example, just because you work like 1 year doesn't enable you to pay off like a mortgage. It's like you would be able to accrue bonuses for that profit factor roll over the years of working your house, and you would just pay it off slowly. And that would represent
So-
a bonus on your profit factor roll to pay that off.
Instead of having money, did we have profit factor given to us instead?
You have a PF20 for all ownership considered over the factory, but you don't have actually any material assets or anything, like, as of just the moment. Like, that's the agreement that he signed.
Factory.
You own 60% of the factory, so you definitely have that much ownership over it.
Our factory. I mean, right now our factory is mortgaged. I don't know how it's mortgaged for profit factor, but we have to be able to pay it off over time. That's what you do with mortgages. You pay them off over so many years, right? Like 72 months, 108 months. So how are we supposed to pay that off with profit factor? Are we going to have to make a roll every month to succeed in our payment?
We can go that minute. I mean, you were saying how much do we need to pay it off, and I'm like, well, the total roll is a negative 10. If you guys worked for like maybe a year or two, you guys would get enough bonuses from selling and using your mercantile and whatnot, and making new deals and contracts with the nobles. You'd actually maybe get like a plus 10 or plus 20 and be able to pay it all off. But again, it does take time.
We're going to spend a month in a simulator. No, let's see. 4 hours took 5 minutes. Yeah, so we're going to spend like a month and a half in a simulator to pay off an imaginary loan in a world that doesn't exist.
Best use of time ever.
Well, we have Mega Man to thank for this. He sold our business.
Even know how I don't even know how did they even take the mortgage out? How much profit factor did Jawasi have to throw up to be able to mortgage our building? How did he mortgage our building? How did we
Hunter
mortgage
signed
our
it.
building? So you signed our building over.
He did,
We don't even
yes.
own it anymore.
No.
We don't own this building. We can't trade it. We can't sell it. We own nothing in here now. You have sold our property to the enemy. The mission's over. We just lost profit factor. We have no profit factor. We don't own the workers. We don't own the building. We don't own the equipment. It's not collateral.
mortgage.
It's a mortgage. That means they own it. When you mortgage something, somebody else owns it. When a bank mortgages your house, the bank owns your house until you pay it off. If
And he mortgaged it
Jawasi
to the
mortgaged,
bank.
so the bank owns it until we pay it off, which means
Exactly.
we can't trade it away unless the bank signs for it.
Exactly.
Fuck. And then the bank has to roll. Then we'd have to roll profit factor against a bank, which won't work because there's got to be some kind of overhead for this. It's not going to work. I don't know what to tell him. We're fucked on the deal, I guess, is what I'm going to get at. Oh, real world, why do you enter my video games? fuck everything up for everybody. Can't we just use money like normal people?
Well, there's not much left.
I have 2,000 thrones and they're useless. Do I have to buy guns with profit factor? I can't just
You
pay
buy
money
everything.
for them?
You can pay it, and if you wanted to use your thrones towards paying off the loan, it would basically give you a bonus towards paying it off. So
And
like
how
you would
much
get
thrones is equal. Well, you said 100. I have 13 profit factors. Have 130 thrones. So our building is only worth 400 or 500 thrones. I can pay that off with what I made last
No.
year.
You have basically it's reliable to say you have a portion or a fraction of what you have in profit factor and thrones, but like profit factor doesn't go away. Like if you were to take out a bunch of money, it doesn't just go away. It also represents like material assets, connections, and other operations you have going for yourself to have a lot of money to be able to roll all the time.
I made
The
2,000
book
thrones
explains
last
it a
year
lot more.
for pure off profit. Like just flat profit was 2,000 thrones. That
You
means
would
our
get a
building
plus
generated
10.
probably 10,000 thrones for one person. That's 70,000 thrones a year. What the hell is our factory worth?
Right now, that's just like what you guys have for assets and for spending money, for purchasing power, for controlled assets, everything. That's just what you amount to.
Oh, there you go. If it's going to equal 30%, 6,000 thrones will equal 30%.
That would give you a bonus to the roll.
We could pay it off, though. If they're going to pay off 70% and we pay off 30%, that's 100% of our building paid off and we own it again.
There might be other things. Like that's why we use a profit factor roll. There's just a lot of details that would be
What
taken
other
care of for the roll.
things?
Penalties for paying it off like really fast. There are things that kind of
There's no
clauses, all the
penalties
real
for
world
that,
things.
really?
There could be. I'm saying that's
No,
why we
there's
use
not.
profit factor.
Go down to the bank, get a loan for $2,000, keep it for a month, and pay it back in for $2,010.
Go buy a
and there's
car,
no
pay it
penalties
off.
for it.
They'll charge you penalties for interest for paying it off faster.
No, they won't. I bought a car for $12,000, and it cost me nothing more than $12,000.
Okay, then you got it from a good deal. Most car places usually do that. Not all, but most.
You lucky son of a bitch.
In the dark world of Warhammer 40k, shit's nasty.
I think we're boned either way. I mean, there's not much we can do. We don't have control over our own business anymore.
Well, there's no rules governing any of it, so no, we don't. I mean, we're going to have
Just
to...
said profit factor like 10 times.
governs nothing.
You haven't even read the rules, so you don't know shit, dude.
If I have a profit factor of 10 and I want a gun that's scarce, it's a challenging test, which means I get no bonuses to the roll. Even though it's sitting on the vendor's
Wrong.
table, if I roll
You get a
under
plus-
10,
you
I
get a
don't
plus
get
30
it.
because it's one gun for you. Circumstances also and population increases, along with a lot of product, can also give you extra bonuses. Trade, mercantile, or commerce can also give you additional bonuses. You haven't read it,
I
dude.
didn't
so
need
don't
bonus.
base
I
it.
was telling just the straight stuff. For a business, shouldn't it be just as easy then? I mean, we are running business. We do have a steady income. It should be a lot easier for us to pay off our loans. There is a bunch of people in here working, making fairly decent money. I made 2,000 thrones last year, pure profit. I mean, that's 6,000 thrones that nobody has spent yet. So our business is doing pretty good for itself. It should be a lot easier to pay this off. It should be a plus 20 or plus 30 because we're a business, we're reputable. Clearly, nobles buy from us all the time. I mean, we've got to be a good business. It should have bonuses to our rolls. Pretty high bonuses at that.
You get a plus 10 for each 2,000 you donate. So if you wanted to, everyone can donate their cash. You can get a plus 30, or however many
Plus
people
60.
donate. If everyone donates, not everyone's here to give you their cash.
We're not asking right now, I don't think. I thought we were just talking about it.
Because
2,000
spending on a
thrones
larger
equal to 10
scale,
profit factor.
there's not as many bonuses. That's all.
Wait, so if I go be this chick's slave, she'll pay off 70% of our mortgage, right?
Yes.
So
Well, actually, she told Hunter that if she threw you in, she would actually give him the 100%. That's if you prove your worth to her.
that's not going to go over well.
So we have to stage an assault now on her building so you can prove your worth? I get to be blasted by psychic energy. That'll be fun.
Sure.
What better way though? Assassin.
I'll
I
go
sneak
do
into
it.
their building.
There's
Try
nothing
to
else
kill
to
her.
do. Severance kind of has this whole shit under wraps, I guess. And then I'll go join her because our leader right now is not doing a very good job. I'm gonna go join another faction. This is my way out. I'll see you guys later. Unless, well,
Prepare yourself, man.
I mean, Severance, is there anything else I can do here to help you? I mean, I fucked up at our own workshop by using a psi power because Mr. Handyman here decided to shoot at me. So, I'm kind of done. Aside from assisting you on things, there's not much else I can do here. But I can at least help fix what Mega Man kind of got us into. Or not Mega Man, but our friend Hunter here got us into by selling off our business. So, I
Or
shouldn't
signing
have...
yourself into a legally binding contract to be her slave. Well, bodyguard, correction. It should be bodyguard.
I'll
but
read over this contract.
Be
I'll see
careful
what it
because
entitles.
I don't think they trust us at all. I don't think they'll. I mean, I don't trust the deal.
Well, I still have
Wouldn't
this.
they just kill you off because then it weakens us and it doesn't hurt them at all?
I don't think she would just kill me off. And if she does, I may have a way to get out of it. It's not going to be final. But I still do have this. I flashed him my arbitrator's ID. We'll see how much they are willing to mess with an arbitrator if it comes down to it.
Oh my gosh. What if we write the contract where you are
A slave, and then take that
slave.
over to the arbitrators and let them
arbitrators and tell them, yeah,
know. Is slavery
that
illegal here?
that they're buying and selling, but they're selling arbitrators. So that's got to be really illegal. And once they ask who it's from, we can just say it's from Jawasi because they're in cahoots now. Once they both own that building,
So is
Jawasi's signature is on our mortgage, which means that they'll think it was her. I don't even know what it is.
Hunter's also going to be in the blame on this. He's the one directly selling me.
Even more reason to start a revolt.
You wish, dude. You fucking wish. You're in so much shit right now.
You can go into hiding. It's no big deal.
Yeah, dude, just go into hiding. It'll work. All you gotta do is cover up your massive arm.
Who's gonna run our somewhat establishment? No one's gonna be there to be
Diz
the
can.
figurehead.
Or Iovis. Even better, now, through a coup, Diz has been given leadership of our building because our leader was selling his workers to other workers. If that won't cause people to join our cause, then we're boned anyways. So now we have a base of operations free and clear. And we can operate inside of our own building with impunity, and it causes a safe haven for other workers.
Well, we can try it. I don't have very many
May as well.
impressive...
It'll be interesting seeing you as a slave. If they put a collar on you, beat you with whips.
I wonder if they're gonna decide to strip me. They'll find my arbitrator's ID. I'll go negotiate this contract with her and see what I can do. Let's be on our way. This should be interesting.
So the scum shows you up, and they pat you down for any weapons, of course, just to check you.
Oh, you want my inventory list?
No, it's fine. Like, they just want to know what you're armed with. They actually let you keep your weapons. I mean, that's not uncommon to walk around with weaponry in Gunmetal City.
Are you sure you want me to link my list of weapons?
You can if it makes you feel better, but I don't need it. Okay, the two tough scums and Dema is in front of you. Is this so? You're the psyker?
I nod.
can you do?
Oh, a variety of things. Most of them things that people don't want to see. A few of them
Alright.
are pretty minor, but would be more acceptable.
I need to know specifically what you're capable of before I sign to this deal. It's pretty important. I need to know what I'm getting out of this.
He's the one who prevented me from firing my las cannon. It was just lucky that my overcharge pack didn't detonate upon the jam.
Okay, so you can pull a few nifty tricks. What else can you do?
You're not gonna like freak out if I do shit? Because people
He
seem to
laughs.
freak out when I do shit. I don't want you to freak out when I do shit.
She sends you a thought. I'm not scared.
Okay.
And when she does that, her eyes actually glow blue for just a moment.
Let's test that. Unfettered. Which is gonna be a fail. I guess I just re-roll my unfettered again. Trying to do this.
Oh, so you're trying to become fearful?
She said she wasn't afraid. I'm gonna
Okay.
test it. See how afraid she's
So,
not.
you draw a mantle of terror around yourself, and it unnerves the two tough scums. They draw their weapons, and so does the shotgun scum. They're all looking at you. Even though you failed, it's still eminent, like what you were trying to do, but they didn't have to make any rolls. They're just spooked by a witch. You can re-roll if you want to. I mean, they're just staring at you, they're just getting ready. Dema just stares, smiling.
Sure, let's amplify it a little bit. I've failed by 1. So I still have like a single fear rating.
Dema says, wow. You can leave now. Hunter, 70%.
Really? You're gonna want to play like that.
Devin says you can go. Anytime you want. Go ahead and walk your little 2 weak psyker legs down there.
How armed are these two guys? How armed is she?
The Tepscom Assaulter has an auto gun, or sorry, an assault shotgun and a firebomb with some guard flak on. The other one has an auto gun with firebomb and guard flak. The other one has a poorly made shotgun, the shotgun scum, and really shitty made hive mesh with a firebomb in his belt.
Are there any
Gemma
windows in
doesn't-
here?
Or sorry, windows?
Yeah, windows.
Yes, there is. There's windows.
Like
There's
you
one
could-
behind, directly behind Dema, and then there's one to where the shotgun scum is. He's leaning against it, but he has his weapons kind of readied. All of them are kind of looking at you very nervously, like they could just go off in a second.
I say, okay. Well then let me offer something different. Perhaps you think my psi is weak. Now how good of a shot are you?
I don't need to shoot guns, Mr. Victus. I don't know if you're using that name or not.
I didn't tell her my name.
Okay. I don't know. Or says, I don't shoot guns. I don't need to.
Who's your best shot?
She looks over at the assault or the tough scum shot guard. Him. Sobarius.
I see. Is there any like, let's see. So, What's he packing? Does he have a shotgun?
He has an auto gun.
So how far can you shoot that auto gun? Got like what, 50 meters of accuracy on that thing?
Are you talking about like a range?
I'm talking to him. Yeah.
He doesn't say anything to you.
No. Okay. Well then I guess I'll leave. Hunter, you're fucked on this. Because
Hunter?
little Miss Queenie here doesn't know what a psi power is.
I'm very disappointed, Hunter. You've wasted unimaginable amounts of my time. I can't even believe how you even keep your business running at all.
I am sorry. I didn't expect him to be that weak when he came out so strong randomly. I didn't even know he was a psyker till just the other day.
Well, the deal stands then. 70% up front. I'll sign. I'll go check out the buildings, of course, and once I secure everything else, I'll sign for you. The rest is your responsibility.
Alright. Pleasure doing business with you.
As
Hang on.
always.
Don't leave yet. I back up until I can see her through the window. How far
Okay,
back
you
do I
can.
actually have to walk?
You
What?
can be like 5 meters away from the building, like even nudged right up against the building, and you can still see her.
I can just look up into the window and I can see her.
Yeah. Her back is turned to you. She's an unsuspecting person. She's actually now back on her desk looking at some data pads and,
Oh,
just recording some stuff.
she's not fucking around
Guards are
with
still
Hunter
up
anymore.
there. No.
Oh, never mind. Well, I guess I'm waiting for Sarah to get done bow flexing. So what, did Hunter sell it or no?
Did you sell it, Hunter? You just kind of walked out, it seemed. Or were you waiting for her to go check out everything and then come back to you?
Is Grim with me?
He can be with you if he wants to be.
Next to you. I followed Severance to listen in on the conversation.
It was very hard to hear. It's on the upper floor. Unless you guys climbed up on the building, like, you aren't going to hear shit, really.
I guess we were just like waiting for something to happen. I don't. Told me to follow him, and I did.
I
We were
can
just
climb up
chilling
on the
out
building.
next to the building. We were just chilling there waiting to make sure nothing weird happened. I'm sure we could hear gunshots and stuff going off inside.
Well, I failed 2 psi powers. I
There's no
rolled higher than
gunshots.
70s. So,
Well, that's what I mean. We're just making sure no shit goes down that we can hear, you know.
If only you spawned a demon.
What am I up for sale
Okay.
now?
apparently. I don't know. I'm not paying much attention anymore. How long have I been recording? An hour and 4 minutes, okay. You spelled psyker wrong. But nice try.
Tell the Inquisitor you're done.
Oh, I was waiting for Sarah to get back from bow flexing, but I guess we're all back. I don't know. We
Yeah.
don't have our business anymore. We have the other thing, but... I don't know. We're waiting for you to do your shit, I think, Hunter. You just walking out? Like, what the fuck are you doing? I left. She told me to leave. I left. I have nothing else to do here. You tried to sell me as a slave. You have to deal with this. I'm not helping you anymore. I tried. And I failed twice. Because we're Dark Heresy characters and we fail most of our roles. You got yourself into it, dude. You fucked over the entire group when you sold our business for this. Completely only thinking about your own self-interest. Then you tried to fix it by selling me as a slave. This was supposed to be a pretty simple operation. But there's so many more complexities in it now because of what you've done. You need to fix it.
Haven't had time to meet up as a whole and iron this all out.
Yeah, that's
Can't
true.
plan. I can't tell people a plan when we're not near each other. Money doesn't help us. I mean, there's nobody around here who probably has as much money as we have.
It doesn't matter. You can't steal profit factor. I'm gonna rob a bank, dude. I'm an arbitrator. Well, do your shit, Hunter. They're still waiting for you.
Would some equipment be of interest to you?
Says, well, what could you possibly have to offer to me? You run the same operations as me and have the same people as me. What makes you so unique and special?
Well, I've been inside your competitor's business, and he hardly has any guards, which I'm sure they don't do their job very well when it comes to guarding their equipment. One guy on the outside, one guy on the inside. I didn't really see much there. We could have something done about his business and take some of his equipment that he's going to use to make better equipment than me or you could ever make.
So, where do I come in on this then? And who are you talking about? I know everyone around here. So wait, you want to sabotage the plans of the partner you want me to go into business of and buy his business now?
You seem to be much more willing to do deals than the other guy without having to sacrifice too much in return.
Alright, I'll go with it. So where do I come in on this?
We get the equipment from him, hand the equipment to you. We get the remaining 30% that we need.
His equipment is worth that much.
It looked like he could actually produce top-of-the-line stuff from what I saw. Half of them almost robotic.
And you said he only had 2 guards. If it's so easy, why don't you just do it on your own and take it for yourself?
then I would still be in debt to 30%, and I could probably lose the business with the equipment in it.
There's something you're not telling me. This just seems too easy. But, okay, how do you want me to help you in this?
We would need a way in and out. We know they take standard shipments via vehicle every day. A quick way in and a quick way out. The vehicle will probably be the best way to transport this stuff to an undisclosed location.
But it takes hours to disassemble this equipment. His plant runs 24 hours or 30 hours a day.
Yeah, his plant might run 30 hours a day, but is heavily dependent on power. I am a tech priest after all, and I can disable the power to his business without much issue.
Okay. And do you have a vehicle you're going to use for this, or do I have to rent the vehicle?
We don't have anything on the line that we own it, or you, for that matter, since mostly we go through third company parties. We would need to acquire one if we were going to do this.
So that means we'd also need to bribe the driver to not say anything, because he also delivers the same goods that we also sell, and since we all sell to the same nobles.
We would just
Can you
need
handle the
the vehicle
bribe?
itself. We don't really need a driver. I'm pretty sure we could take care of that part without much issue. It's just getting the vehicle itself will be the issue.
Alright. So you do the work, I get the vehicle, you give me the equipment after it's done. You make sure it's safe too. If Jawasi finds out about this, and finds out it's his equipment, I know exactly who ratted me out, and who gave me away. I'm gonna come for you.
If it comes to that, I will be expecting it.
Alright, I'll get the vehicle. I'll get it to you by tomorrow, or maybe the next. I will have to work on this. Usually takes a bit of time to see if there is a crawler free. But okay, we have a deal.
Alright.
1898, look at that date right there.
Okay.
I guess I take my leave to start the plan.
Yeah, and she'll contact you as soon as she has the vehicle. And what else do you do there, Hunter?
I just pretty much leave. We got the deal done. Now I just need to head back to the base and gather the people.
Is Hunter making his way out?
Sure.
Yeah.
Julius whispers some things to sovereigns.
So, how did it go?
I got the 70 up front. I'll be getting the 30%, but we would have to actually take some stuff from our opponents in order to sell for the remaining 30% to regain control over our business.
So do we have a plan? This is your operation now.
Well, I was inside his business, and all of his stuff's down on the ground floor. All we would need to do is cause a big enough distraction to get his guards away from the ground floor, for our guys to quickly come in and take it. The equipment didn't look like it was bolted down, but I'm sure they're strapped down somewhere, so it would be a little difficult to get them off the ground floor. But once we have the equipment, we could sell it to her and get the remaining profit factor we need.
Mal, what kind of equipment do we use specifically?
You guys use some miniature fabrication, some machining tools, other shit.
And how small are these usually?
Okay. And how small are they?
Hmm.
They're pretty large. They're probably about like maybe 5 meters or so.
And how much do they weigh?
Maybe like a ton.
If they're 5 meters tall, they only weigh 2,000 pounds. Only. I say that like that.
I know, right? Only.
So our plan is to sneak into this facility and move industrial grade machinery onto the back of a truck. Priests with servo arms couldn't lift them either. It's tilting. You use the servo arm to tilt stuff to fix it. You don't actually pick it up off the ground. Your legs would shatter underneath it. Also, there's balancing issues. It's not the point. The point is, how do you suggest we go about moving this equipment? You can't just drag it out of the building. It will be tearing it up.
Well, we have a few days to figure this out. It's not exactly the best choices, but it's the only way we can get control over our business again. And we would actually gain a few benefits from it. We would
Did
actually
you
have
sign any
limited...
papers?
I haven't signed any paperwork yet. She still hasn't signed on her part either. So the 70% is just for now. The 30% will come from the equipment we take from the other business.
Okay, what if we go back to Jua, or you say, bring... That's true. What if you bring all of us, one of us, doesn't matter, to Jawasi's place and tell him that you want to revoke the deal? Have we tried that yet?
There's
Just be
no
like,
deal
hey, I wanna-
yet. It's not
So
written on
then-
paper.
What the actual fuck?
What's gonna happen is we're gonna take her this shit, and she's not gonna sign the paper.
No. I mean, what I'm talking about is Hunter already signed something.
Building
I'm
away.
guessing.
Yes, our building's
Yeah.
not here
Yeah.
anymore. We don't own it
So
anymore. The
what
bank
if-
owns it.
What if we go back to Jawasi and just be like, dude, just no.
We can't do
Just
that.
give it back.
Well,
He's already.
let's take a step back first. Jawasi paid. Okay, so what happens was you signed our building in Jawasi's name, and then Jawasi mortgaged our building to the bank.
So then it's the banks. It's not
Yeah.
even Jawasi's anymore.
But even if we pay it off, it's Jawasi's building, and now Jawasi has one free and clear. I think actually what it is we mortgaged our building to the bank for money, and the money only covered 40% of the last factory, but Jawasi gave us an extra 20% and then did some other things. So we own 60% of it, but we only paid for 40%.
Exactly.
So would it fix anything if we just marched in there and put a shotgun to his face?
I'm not sure because I don't know how the businesses are signed for. You don't just take over a business by walking in there and killing somebody. You don't have ownership of it or anything when you do that. You actually have to install yourself as a leader. Also, not sure how they take to murder of people who are law-abiding citizens for the most part. I mean, they sell
I don't
goods and
mean
stuff.
in the banks. I mean, just
yeah, these
kill
people.
Jawasi.
Nobody has done anything wrong here. They're all businessmen. I mean, we don't know what illegal practices they have, and we can't just shoot them, or then we're going to be in trouble by the cops for going around murdering people.
Well, shit.
This is what I meant. This was the whole reason for the proxy war we're going to fight. We can business take over them, but you're going to have to figure us a way out of this fucking hole you've dug.
And the way we shouldn't get out of the hole is by killing either of them.
Because when we kill them, then if we kill Jawasi, the bank owns our shit. Because there's nobody to back the mortgage anymore. And we can't just buy it back. It's going to cost way more money than we put into it.
Okay. Well,
We can
we
kill
all
the
made...
girl off, but I'm not really sure.
I'm actually thinking we should join her.
I don't know what it's going to bring us beyond killing her.
I think we should actually join her.
But then we get complications for having a NPC leader.
Well, no, we join her organization, we go around and do our own shit that we want to, like kill off the leaders or whatnot, and then she gets the entire blame for it. If we manage to survive through it, she's our one contact would increase our profit factor. We can hand over our business, which we don't have anyways, and hand over the last factory, and we're no longer responsible for any business shit to happen. All we literally have to do is go around and start killing off leaders.
But then we'd be going backwards in profit factor. We do still have to increase our profit factor.
We use her profit factor, we use her people to go in and take over the buildings. It's exactly
Maybe
like how we
can
have
move
it.
into the last factory.
It's exactly like how we have it now. It's just she's going to be our leader, and Mega Man, or not Mega Man, but Hunter is going to be with us, or he's going to be in her factory helping it out. We join her. We don't have a choice anymore. I mean, we have to do something, and we have like nothing left.
We do have the last factory. We do own 60% of it.
And then what do we
We
do?
could actually let this deal go on, the last factory deal. I mean, if it's got servitors and it's a Laz factory, we can probably make pretty good stuff out of it. It may actually be better just to move into it. It'll also move our base of operations so we can... That'll solve all of our problems.
Be farther away
We
from
won't
here.
convert or destroy anybody, but we will be out of this sector, and we will be the sole proprietor of Laz rifles in wherever we're at.
That's true.
Because we aren't destroying or converting them, but we are getting rid of our competition by moving away from them.
We'd have to buy
And
the
it's
rest of it.
60%.
Wouldn't we have to buy the rest of it, though, eventually from Jawaski?
I mean, we can do that eventually, too. I mean, that's just it, though. At 60%, he can't make any business deals because we own the business. So there's no way he could hurt us. Even if he sells his shares, it won't do anything. If anything, it'd be better. If he starts... Yeah, at 60%, we're majority shareholder.
We could
So
even
all
give him.
business decisions are made by us.
We could even give him a long-term proposition, which won't matter in the simulation. We could say once we finish buying off the rest of the building from him, when we get like later down the thing, we can help him finance like a building or something and use the profit from the last factory, which wouldn't matter because we're in a simulator and we never get to that point. But we can also use that to kind of sweeten the deal of, hey, we're gonna buy this, we're gonna finish paying off this last factory from you and buy the whole thing. But when you're ready to do like another one, we'll help you get that one going or something like that. Like we
On
help
building
this
on
one
that
going.
note too, we can offer him a starting pay to get a few more shares, but we can offer him long-term payment from our factory, like 46% of the profits we make every year. We can offer that to him, along with a starting profit. I can give up 2,000 gold. I don't care. It's a simulator. But
We also just offer
it'll
up
help sweeten the
the.
deal a little.
We can also offer up
he's talking about.
the simple projectile or what is it?
Blueprints.
Solid
That's right.
projectile.
We can offer up our blueprints for solid projectile stuff.
Well, I was gonna say offer up the manufactorum, and we move out of that one and just straight into the last one. Or we're the only ones selling las.
Well, we might go to the bank and just sell the bank our building and take our people to the las factory. We don't need this building, do we? We can take the blueprints and stuff with us and then just start rebuilding them. We could probably do better building high quality versions of our stuff and then selling them as custom weapons to gun entrepreneurs or mercenaries, and they'll pay more for them because they are well-built weapons.
Okay, so after we do all that, then how are we going to either assassinate or convert the rest of the people in this hat block? Or will it not matter because we're in a completely different one and we don't have to do that anymore?
It shouldn't matter. I don't know, Mal. If we moved out of here and increased our profit factor, that's getting rid of the competition. And that's what this was, right? Gathering power.
You would have new competition in the area you move to. It's your choice. You can handle the people here or handle them in a new district.
Yes. So that doesn't even matter. It doesn't matter if we move out. I mean, we could start making las weapons and stuff, but then we're just going to be in the same exact situation, except worse, because now we're still paying off a las factory in which a lot of other people apparently own las factories in that sector, or other kind of factories. Some of the competition, I guess. But we
can fight the people here from our las factory. We could have the bank just buy out our building altogether, so we don't have a mortgage on it, and then we own our las factory. And then we can just fight a war over here against these people. Because at that point, we're not close enough for them to retaliate, and we can just wipe them all out in one night. We will have better weapons. Our horde will have better weapons, at least. We can start training our horde to fight a war. Because we'll be out of the sector, so the cops can't do that much to us once here, and we only have to kill them.
Well, think about this. Will the workers want to start fighting?
Doesn't matter what the workers want. We just have to kill their leaders off.
I'm game to try. Anything?
We need to go talk to Jawasi about our deal. Are you listening, Hunter?
Yeah, I'm listening.
We need to tell Jawasi about, or we need to contact Jawasi, because we already own him, basically. I mean, we've got his share of stuff, so he is converted to our side. As long as we stay in his good graces, which shouldn't be that hard, shouldn't be that big of a deal. But when we buy the bank, or when the bank buys our building from us, or just takes it all together, we can just let them have it. You can probably offer him other stuff, like later down the road. Be like, in 3 years, we'll buy your shares from you. And he'll be like, okay, that sounds like a good deal. Or whatever. But we need to talk to him and get him to believe in what we're doing enough to where he won't be going behind our backs for the moment. Because then he'll be under our control, and that's what we need. One person converted. And we do still have 5 other people to talk to. So this one person is easily taken care of. I can get in there and assassinate them and get out. That's no big deal. Or we all can. It's not that hard. But we need to talk to the other 5 and see what their ideas are on anything. You didn't make it. Nobody signed anything. It's null and void. We're gonna have one mad person at us. Who cares? We can be like, hey Jawasi, fucking that girl, female leader 1 is
feel like we didn't go through with it.
Been trying to kill us and stuff. Doesn't matter.
Putting
just
your
throw
neck
the
on
deal
the line,
out.
it's us.
We don't want to have to pay for this hat block. I am not spending 2 years in the simulator paying this off. I will quit out of the simulator if we are going to be doing that. But that matters. There's still 6 more of you, but we can't spend that much time in here. That's ridiculous. To accomplish nothing beyond starting back at where we were. I mean, we have a day's time anyways, don't we? We have a day or two before the truck even gets here. Before we can even start operations. Yeah, so we have time right now before we make a decision on this. I mean, 30 hours is a long time. We have at best 120 hours before we have to make a decision. So, No ideas, anybody? I won't go talk to anybody while we're here. We probably need to start now. Especially
Yes.
before that woman starts spreading shit about us. Or starts trying to undermine us.
Why don't we
If
just
she does.
fucking kill her? Let's just murder her.
Right now.
Dude,
Why not?
Dude, look, we just go around the back of the building, you can see her through the fucking window, and then you just shoot her, and then we go. Conceal
I
shot
agree.
her, dude.
I said, why
Nobody
not?
would even know.
Let's do it. Fucking let's do
Let's
it.
do it. Let's do it. Let's fucking do it. Let's just.
Yes.
Dude, you're the most stealthiest person. You could get on top of the building somewhere
gotta
and just
appear-
shoot into her window and kill
disappear.
her.
Extremely fast.
Said they get here in 15 minutes, 10 or 15 minutes,
They're on the
because
other
they're an
side of the
awesome
building.
police force. Yeah, they're like right down the street from here. They'll probably hear the gunshot.
It's half an hour. They're on the other side of the city. I mean, what does it matter? Everything is fucked up right now. We don't we don't have anything. I mean, there's
Always have
still
our last night
five.
to go back to if we have to hide. So
There's
we can
still
kill her.
5 people we've yet to even talk to. 5 leaders. We don't know their personalities. We don't know anything. We're so hung up on 2 people. Or 2 different leaders.
Told them that we need to go talk to the other 5 before our time is up.
Let's go do that then. Before we start murdering people. Let's talk to people and just go in and murder them and then leave. And let's murder everyone. Let's just fucking do it. We've meta game, we've yet to be in combat yet. I want to fucking kill somebody right now. I'm really tempted to kill Hunter. So
Why don't we just walk in here and kill this woman, and then just go around in a circle and kill all the other leaders off? We'll
Well,
just
why not?
fight our way through each building, killing them all.
why
They
not?
aren't going to fight us.
Why don't we
care.
kill off
They're all terrible.
Well, why don't we kill off everyone but Jaworski, and then let's do it stealthy. Let's just shoot through windows and kill everyone except for him, and then we're fucking awesome possum right there. No, we're not gonna bomb a factory. Your suggestions suck dick, dude.
Also, if we bomb a factory, we lose a whole bunch of blueprints or things like that that could help us in the long run.
Yeah, that's a terrible idea.
And you're killing people. Not only are we now murderers, we're fucking mass murderers. We are creating genocide amongst the poor.
And then if the arbitrators do show up, I'll just flash my ID and say this is an uncovered sting operation with more fancy words.
It's a
all thrown
cult.
in.
All these people are cultists.
Yeah, all these people are cultists. I'm surprised that the arbitrators haven't caught on to this sooner. Not like my roles would actually succeed when it came down to it, but you know, I could try.
So do we want to talk to people or do we want to shoot people?
Let's just climb on top of fucking what's-his-face's building here and just start shooting people through the window. Or better yet, let's go to the building that's right here. Get on top of it and just start shooting everyone through the window. Let's see how many leaders we can kill.
Are those trucks just sitting out there? Let's steal the
No.
truck and run it through people's buildings. Oh, there's not really trucks there?
Trucks are moving around, like they're just loading and unloading. They're just there to represent that there are trucks moving around.
We could hijack
Well,
a
let's-
truck and just crash it into
Yeah.
people's buildings.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. We can just fucking smash through, shock attack everybody.
This is so stupid. Okay, let's do it.
Take Priest. We need you to hijack a truck.
Yeah, go hijack a truck.
Is you need to go with him to protect him.
We all need to go do this. We're all just gonna jump in the truck and then we're all just gonna start smashing through buildings. Or should we have like a few people drive the truck and smash through buildings, and then like you and I sit up on top of a building just taking shots at leaders and stuff, or other people that flood out of these buildings?
We could do that. That'd work better. That's actually what I
Alright.
was going to suggest next. Was we can stay behind a bit and have the other. There's only 2 other people.
Why don't you come with us, Grim? You don't know how to drive, do you? You know how to shoot well. We need you to shoot.
I have. Let me see. I have plus 20 in drive ground vehicle.
Oh, okay.
Why don't you guys both go hijack one truck then and just fucking
Yeah.
smash into the different buildings?
This is
It'll
so
cause chaos and
stupid.
we'll fucking shoot people in the face when they come out.
Yeah, it'd be perfect.
Go get 2 different trucks and just go around smashing into buildings, knocking them down.
Well, for this to work, I suggest that we all hijack a truck. and then
Can't drive.
that person,
I'll make the
that
tires go flat.
I can't
that
drive
person
either.
can take off, and then the other three hijack a truck, and then, you know, when both me and Hunter are in a truck, you guys can make your way to the rooftops.
I can only fly vastly complex and superior spaceships
I'm not.
through the warp. I can't pilot a four-wheeled vehicle over even terrain.
I'm also not
So-
very good at climbing, so I'm gonna need all the time in the world to climb that building. You don't understand this, man. I need psi powers to help me climb a building, okay?
No,
Okay,
really,
let's do
what
it.
were you about to say, Diz? Are you ready to do this?
Dude,
I
go-
don't. Yes. Yes. Let's do
Oh,
it.
it's just a
okay?
simulator. It's just a simulator. Let's enjoy it while we can. It's gonna get heavy when we get on the real world.
Why don't we just infiltrate the explosive factory, throw melta-bombs on all the buildings, and watch them explode?
This was my original idea. That was my
Yeah, I
original
know.
idea.
And
It's just
thinking
hold a
about it
meeting with the
now,
bomb factory, and then while he's distracted, all the other four of us can sneak in, kill his workers, steal his bombs, and go blow everybody else up.
Or we can get a truck and fill it with bombs, and then sit it in the center of all this and blow everything up, like in one giant nuclear explosion.
Oh yeah,
That'd be
just
awesome.
drive the fucker through him and blow it up. It'd be
Yeah,
sweet.
dude. We drive it into this center one here. Oh, dude, we drive the explosive truck into the flaming Promethean fuel depot and then blow everything up. It'll be perfect.
Oh, dude, it's a good idea.
Okay.
I like it. It's simple. Simple's usually effective.
Should we all go hijack a truck then? And then once we get that secure, we'll go. You and I will get ready to infiltrate this shit while somebody drives it in.
It shouldn't be hard. All he has to do is run and jump in the truck and punch the guy, and then just take
someone
off,
could be
'cause they should
driving.
be running.
Unless it has guards. It might have guards.
It shouldn't have guards. They're just transport trucks.
It could have guards though. We don't know.
Could.
Let's all go to hijack one.
Okay, we'll go hijack one.
Okay. We're gonna
Where's
go
the
hijack
closest
one.
truck?
One on the other side of this building.
No, he said
Well,
that
it may or may not be there.
Yeah, it may or not.
He said it represents trucks going and coming, so there could be trucks backed up to the building there.
Truck, let's get it.
Keyword could
We'll
be.
do that.
All right, let's do it.
Could be. I mean, that's the keyword to everything. There could be fucking aliens with huge dick arms in all these buildings, but
Okay,
We're
so
gonna
the
chase
cargo
this
caller
truck down.
has a driver and a passenger. Maybe like the person that loads. They're both in the vehicle in the front. It's pretty heavily armored, just because it's made to haul around big shit. But that's about it.
Okay, I'm gonna knock on the door. Like it's going pretty slow, right? Can I come up to the driver's
Yeah,
side?
like if you're running, like yeah, you can like catch up to it.
Okay.
you're gonna
I'm
show him your ID.
Yeah, I'm gonna show him my arbitrator's ID and try to get it from him. Yeah, I'm gonna knock on his door and flash my arbitrator ID and say I need this vehicle.
He looks out
need
at
to-
you.
I need to commandeer this vehicle. Get out of it right now.
Okay, with your arbitrator badge, intimidate plus 40.
Oh
Do you
shit.
still have your fear aura on?
No.
Oh,
Can I?
I swear to God. Take this roll.
Oh yay.
oh my fuck!
He says, yes, sir. And he opens up the door and hops out. The loader hops out on the other side. The loader is actually armed with a auto gun. He just and the driver's armed with a stub pistol. They just get out and they say, well, "What do you need it for? What do I tell my boss? What's your officer number?"
Tell him female leader 1 stole it. I don't know her name.
The stolen truck. We're taking it in for whatever.
Demas? Okay. You tell her the Dema stole it, or Dema needs it.
Should I just tell him it's a stolen truck and we need it? I'm commandeering
Yeah.
it. It's a stolen truck.
You're commandeering it. He can't ask questions. Just
Yeah, you
get
can't
in.
ask questions anyways.
He's a cop. Fuck it, and you're a cop.
Okay.
Fuck, let's go. I'm jumping in the back.
Says, "Oh, okay. It's stolen. Oh, I've been driving this for years."
Yeah, well, it's stolen. I don't have to answer to you. Go away.
Okay. He just backs up along with the loader. They're just kind of confused at the situation for a little bit. You guys are able to get in.
Alright, who's driving this
Only
thing?
seats 2, but you can get in
Hunter.
the back, the rest of you.
We're gonna
Yeah, I'm
cram
getting
in
in
like
the back.
no, we're gonna cram in like a bunch of Mexicans.
Oh, we're not. Too tall for that.
Okay, I'll just get in the back, whatever.
Driving over difficult terrain. You should just be able to drive to where we're going.
Oh yeah, what's in this thing anyways? Is there explosives already in it? That'd be fucking awesome.
You don't know. They're in locked crates.
Can I open the crate?
I don't
Yeah,
know.
you
Who's, Mega Man's driving, or
What's the crate made
The
out
fuck? He's drunk. Where are you driving to?
of? No, it's been like a day. He's not drunk.
okay? So the stuff has locks on it. They do need the keys, of course, to open it. They
What's
don't
the
just slide open.
What's the crate made out of? Is it like wooden crates, metal crates?
Plasteel.
Oh. I'm assuming I can't cut that with a knife.
No. You can weld it open, maybe.
I don't have a welder.
A las cutter.
Will my las lighter work?
No.
Just kick them out. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Whatever. Fuck it.
Let's not crush crates that we don't know what's in.
Oh, he's crushing the lock.
That's
That's on the
a
crate.
fine action. Do you take penalties for that? Do you have a servo arm? You don't. You're just
Yeah, he
saying
does.
that. How'd you get a servo arm?
I don't know.
How is your back alive?
He had it.
He's a tech marine.
Yeah.
That's how he got one.
Isn't folded in half yet from the fucking bone structure supporting a 400-pound arm?
No, it's like a skinny arm, but it still has the same strength as the big arms for some reason.
Oh.
So
Upgrades.
you guys drive over here and kick out the crates or something, or?
We kick out the crates as we're driving, I guess. Or we don't kick them out at all. It doesn't fucking matter. I don't think yet, anyway.
Okay.
We can
just need to
unload
fit
the
as many
crates.
explosives as we can.
Yeah, we can unload the crates when we roll into this building, and then we can load up a bunch of crates with explosives, and then just drive it into the building next to us.
Okay.
This is so stupid.
Would like to sneak into this building while they're kicking all this shit out.
Okay, so there's the door next to you, which is locked. It has a manual lock of some kind on it, to where it's like a lock and key. And then there is the other entrance, of course. There's no top-level entrances, and the door you're currently at opens up into like a 10-meter like loading area. So it's a pretty large door.
I have security plus 10s. Let's do this.
Okay. Do you have any tools or anything, or?
Does anybody have combi tool? Oh, let's see. Do I have? No, because I can't buy anything. I have no money in the real world, so I wasn't able to buy anything special. No, I don't. I have a gun.
You can definitely try to shoot the lockout. It is plasteel.
Anyways, I'm gonna pick it, I guess. The
Is
hairpin.
Can I use weapon jinx on the lock? Will that fuck with it and make it open?
Weapon jinx? No, this is not an electronic lock. This is a manual
Oh, okay.
lock.
I lose points though for asking for.
Yeah, it was
Enough.
XP. Otherwise, we just
How
ask
much?
him
What's the
for
penalty? What's
prof-
the penalty for picking this? Tools.
Without a tool, it's going to be a difficult, so -10.
It's not a big deal. We'll try it. Success. I'm in.
Okay. So, the door opens up into the loading area. There's a bunch of workers at each different phase of production. There is a stack of crates in the middle of them with some product. There's a taskmaster, of course, making sure everything's working good. There's no guards, though, in the area that you can see. The taskmaster has a gun.
As I go to walk in, I want to yell at Julius. Be like, Arbiter, follow me.
Okay.
And I would like to step in when he follows in behind me.
Everyone stops working and just stares, as they don't recognize you as the trucking guys, and you called out an arbiter. They're just looking at you. Then there are stairs leading up to the upper level.
What's illegal on this planet?
What's illegal? You'd have to roll common law or Imperium, but most of the time it's, of course, killing, stealing, damaging the assets, anything that damages the assets of the Imperium. And then, of course, planets have their own stranger laws.
Drugs are illegal, right? What kind of drugs?
Certain
illegal?
drugs are. Certain drugs aren't.
Is there any that causes death?
There's no poisons that are illegal, if that's what you're asking.
I just need something serious that's illegal that can be smuggled.
Okay, what'd you roll for your Imperium? 36?
I hadn't rolled.
Okay.
Arbitrator, what's illegal?
I don't know. I don't have Imperium Lord Judgment or whatever.
Judgment's actually from drawing up warrants and shit. I mean, Imperium would just tell you about the creeds and laws of a given planet.
I don't know
You
anything.
can't
I rolled a
smuggle
78.
murder.
I don't know anything that's
It's just
illegal.
not your sector. You've never been to Scintilla before, so, you haven't had time to read the info file, obviously.
Obviously. I was just kind of thrown on this planet to run a business in which I don't run businesses because I'm an arbitrator.
Cool story, bro.
Mm-hmm.
There has been arbitrator. I'm gonna say this pretty loud so everybody can hear me. This is the building that has been. This is the building where they've been smuggling illegal drugs into and out of for the last 4 months.
What? Illegal drugs? Not on my watch.
All the workers start saying, "Not me, no! There hasn't been any drugs in here! You got the wrong building!"
You all
This is when,
lies. Take us to your boss.
This is when, the upper stairs open up, and a strong-looking man who's pretty buff, looks like he's ex-military or enforcer or something, is coming downstairs along with one of his vat-grown thugs with a stub rifle. He's coming downstairs into the workroom. "What's the meaning of this? Why did production stop? And the trucks aren't due until 3 days from now."
Quick draw shotgun. Point at him. Divine aim.
Initiative
I'd like
as soon as
to-
you draw the shotgun.
Surprise.
Surprise. He's not expecting that from an arbitrator.
He's not expecting you guys to pull it out, but now it's a test of speeds. He's aware of your presence. It's not like you were behind him and didn't know that you're doing something hostile.
It's a free action.
Test of speed.
What am I
You guys are
testing
both
here?
aware, both parties are both aware of each other, so there's no surprise. I mean, of course he's, surprised because you're pulling out a gun, but it's still initiative to see who acts first now.
I have... What is 6 I rolled? I have 3 agility bonus, so 9.
I have a 9.
$17.
Well, I guess I yell at this man has been smuggling drugs as I pull
Okay,
my
so
gun
who
out.
has the highest? That'd be Severance, right?
Quick draw. I'm going to shoot at.
1 second, dude. I didn't even get
Actually-
everybody. Hold on.
Yeah, okay, sorry.
Okay, who's below a 17?
Me.
Next highest, I mean.
I have
What?
9.
I have 9 as well. I'll just go after Julius.
Okay. Okay, and Andrew, what'd you get? Okay, Severance, you are first.
I'm going to quick draw shoot at the head guy with my Nomad. Sorry, I forgot what it was called for some reason. It's going to be a called shot to the head, and I have dead eye, so it's a -10, no -20. Can I aim and shoot with a called shot, or is called shot the full round?
All shots a 4-round action.
Okay, I'll just aim and shoot then.
Yes, he is wearing a helmet. Guard flak. Okay.
Is it a guard flak helmet?
It is a guard flak helmet, yeah.
Then just a aim shot, and then I'm gonna shoot. So
Okay. Roll him.
success by 2 degrees. Well, 40, 50 with an aimed. So it's a success by 3 degrees, and it does have accurate on it. So it's a 2d10 plus 5.
Okay. He will try to dodge. Fails. You hit him with the bullet.
I have a 13 plus 9 with a pin of 3, so I rolled a 20. I forgot math. 22 with a pin 3. To his 32, which I think is like a right arm or something. Let me check real quick.
Okay.
Where'd you roll? I have the numbers here.
Oh, it's a body. 32.
32
Yeah,
is a
it's
body.
So 22, pin 3, body shot.
Okay. He falls to the ground, sprawling. He's flying 1d5 meters away from the attacker. And he falls prone. He suffers a d5 levels of fatigue and is stunned for 2 rounds.
Okay. Does he look pretty beat up?
Yes, he does. He looks like he you blew out like probably some major organs there. Most of his gut, probably hit a kidney. He's in definitely the stages of death.
Okay.
Can we speak? Whose turn is it? Is it still his turn? Can he speak? I don't know.
Yeah, Severance can speak.
Am I speaking to people? Am I speaking to you, Hosen?
Mm. Just get them all to back down. You just killed the leader. We don't have
Alright.
beef with them. We just want their
Sorry.
shit.
Metagaming.
Remember the plan.
Everybody stand down. Unless you wish to face the same consequences he has.
Roll Intimidate plus 20.
I passed. I'm not sure how. By 1 degree. Or 2 degrees.
He says, "To hell with that," and doubles over in pain. You definitely intimidated the tough scums. They're pretty frightened of you right now. They'll have their weapons and they're still pointed at you, though.
Oh, manifest a fear aura. Are we still in combat? Is my? Oh, I wait for my turn.
Definitely still in combat.
Okay. I'll wait.
Severance, you're done. Right.
Yeah, I'm done.
Okay. Marin is actually stunned. Can't do anything. It's the Tough's turn. Tough one doesn't do anything. The second Tough doesn't do anything either. They kind of just stand there, just unsure of what to do. They still have their guns aimed at you. They're afraid of getting shot if they lower their weapons, but they're not attempting to put up any resistance. Next up is Julius.
Okay. Quick draw my arbitrator's ID, flash it, and for a half action, manifest fear aura. I guess I'll fetter this one. So fettered gets me 60, which means I should have like a fear rating of 5 right now. I probably just killed everyone in the room. Well, let's see. No, I go from 55 to 65, so I'm at 65. So yeah, I have 5 degrees to success. It does say for every 10 points I get another fear hold, so I think that means every 2 degrees.
2 degrees of success, yeah.
And then for the rest of my action, I say, "Stand the fuck down! This isn't a
Okay, so
joke."
what's your fear rating?
Well, I gain 1, and then wait. Let's see. Whilst this power
Fear
is
rating
active, you
2.
gain a fear rating of 2 plus 1 additional for every 2 degrees of success. So I got 5. So I'm at fear rating 4 basically. To anyone who
Okay.
looks upon me.
Okay. Then go ahead and make your intimidate roll with a plus 40, since you have fear 4.
I get plus 40.
Yes.
I still failed because I only have 20 strength. So I rolled, even with the bonuses, I go to a 30. So
This would be more based
fell
off
by 2.
fellowship than strength.
Oh, okay. So I pass by 2.5. So I go 45 plus 40, which puts me at 85 divided by 2, I guess, because I'm not
Severance,
trained in
you're
intimidate.
fearless?
I don't think he is. I don't know.
I was gonna say, like,
He's not-
I thought only you
he's not looking
and
at me, though.
Zarkov were... He's around you.
He
That's
has
enough.
to look at
He's
me.
pretty close to you.
He has to look at me. It says look at me.
Fine.
I become a source of dread for anyone who looks upon me. While I have it sustained, I guess. I don't know. I don't care. Roll fear against him.
I mean, unless you told people not to look at you, they're gonna look at you. But, I mean, that's fine. I mean, according to the facing, he's not, so I'm not gonna count it for right now.
Well, he might be more focused on the guy who's pointing a gun at him is all, since he's like in combat and shit. That's just all. I don't know.
It's fine.
I
I
mean-
mean, yeah, he's not looking at you, so it's good.
This could be debated a
Okay.
million ways.
So, Hunter and Grim are outside.
For map tools.
Oh. That's what you mean by you're in the dark. Fuck, I've been recording this video for like 2 hours now.
So if you would please snap me to my person, I would appreciate it.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't know what you wanted me to do.
Thank you.
No problem.
Come on, let's go. Let's do shit, yeah.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
Zarkov?
Okay, so what's going on?
You heard some gunshots
Julius
and
has a
some
fear of
yelling.
4. Yeah, you guys heard a shot. Someone may or may not be wounded. You don't know. That's it. That's where you are at because you're still in the truck. People just ran in.
Oh, is it my turn?
Yes, sir.
Is it a free action to get out of the truck?
Sure. You just jump out.
Okay. And I...
This is a 5-to-1 scale, just so you know.
Okay.
I'll stay in that square.
I can't even move out of my square in one turn.
Going to run. It's my turn.
Okay.
How can you see through a wall? That doesn't even make sense. You also already rolled the willpower and you rolled 80 on it. He's not asking you to roll
Right,
your
this is for
willpower
shock.
again. He's asking you to roll on shock table. You're also outside in a truck.
It's a D100, Hunter.
Just take his
And
29.
the doors are open, so they can see you.
Oh, take his
That's-
first roll as 29.
Okay, so how badly did you fail the first one, Hunter?
Yeah, it looks to be about 4 fails, 4 degrees.
You are frozen in terror. You can take no actions until you snap out of it. After you snap out of it, all tests you take are with a -10 for the rest of the encounter. Okay, so Hunter, you are frozen in terror. You can attempt to roll willpower now to snap out of it. Okay, so you're still frozen in complete terror. Alright, Severance.
How's everybody looking? Are they all terrified?
The 2 tough scums are actually completely frozen in terror. This one, the tough scum 7, is actually backing up. Most of the people are actually holding their ground. They haven't broken and started running and screaming, but they're kind of jittering and very, very fearful. They're like they think that like a giant monster is about to make lunch out of them. That's what they think. New round. And the shotgun scum that just came in through the back door. Oh my gosh.
He died. He died, didn't he?
No.
Cardiac arrest.
He's reeling with shock. He's going to slowly back away from you, and he cannot willingly approach you, and he gets a -10 for the rest of the encounter.
Oh, I thought he rolled a 98. Oh, okay.
He came in and he's like, oh, shit, and he's going to start backing out now slowly.
I don't get paid enough for this.
Okay, so Severance.
I want to be like, everybody, get out, or vacate the premises. So let me check this area for any illegal paraphernalia that may be in possession on this lot. Do not evict yourselves in 30 seconds. You will all die. I can roll something, I guess. I have to. I was indicting me up on this.
Yeah, that'd be command, but you're at a -20 because they're so terrified of Hosen.
Not actually going to run out because they're terrified?
They're standing still or terrified or frozen. They're basically fighting their fear versus following your commands.
Oh, that's weird. I'll just leave them then.
Just
How
shoot
long are they going
someone.
to be frozen?
Until they
Let me
snap
shoot.
out of it.
Bad idea. Let me shoot Tough Scum Rifle Guard 6.
Okay.
It's
Helpless, so you get a +20.
Aim plus shoot then.
What's he wearing?
Hard flak.
Actually, I have 4 degrees of success, so
Okay.
I don't know where it was. It was a 45, 54, so it's a shot to the chest. It's a an
shitty.
extra 3 damage. So I'd rolled an 11D or 11 pin 3. His chest.
Is that a 12?
The shot knocks
Oh.
the air out of him, but he's
It
still
is
standing.
12. Sorry.
And he's just, his eyes, even though like he did just take a shot, are just glued to Hosen.
They're blue to me?
Yep, they're glued to you.
Oh, glued. I thought you said blue. Like the color.
That
I'm
makes
like-
sense.
I'm like, he has really pretty eyes.
Okay, so Severance shoots. Marin's turn. He's still stunned, can't do shit. He's now unstunned. the Tough's turn. One of them snaps out of it. The other one is still frozen. The one you shot is still frozen. Actually runs back upstairs. Actually, yeah, it's a full round action to snap out of it, I think. So never mind. He snaps out of it. Julius.
I'm gonna manifest the power at Unfettered.
Okay.
And that's gonna be a success. And that should be, it's against what, my 65 again, so that should be 2 degrees of success according to this thing. So I should be able to spasm 3 targets. They have to
Yes,
oppose
sir.
it though. Okay, I use spasm on all 3 of the people in front of me. So they all have to oppose my willpower. Should I do it on an individual basis, or do you want one roll for my willpower?
They don't oppose you. They actually just test their willpower.
Oh, okay.
The
That
target
works.
is entitled to a willpower test.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so both of the tough scums fail, and they shoot.
So they shoot at their nearest target, which should probably be them, though, I don't know.
Yeah, at
And
each
then-
other. They shoot at each other, pretty much.
And they fall prone.
They like jiggle and yeah,
I
they
think
fall prone.
Yep. And that's a half action. And as my other half action, I guess. Is there any cover near me? Can I get behind some cover?
Yeah, there's
Alright.
some crates you can get behind. That'll give you like
Alright.
cover 7.
Yeah, I guess behind some crates.
Okay, and guard 6 actually successfully shoots guard 7.
Fucking sweet. What if I miss with that 73? Oh, damn.
He
Oh, that's
wounds
a
him.
D10.
So yeah, shoots him, hits him, and he's bleeding and he's backing up still. We're getting ready to at least. Okay. So Julius, that's your turn. Zarkov.
Okay, I run in.
So my fear's a sustain thing.
And-
Does that mean he's gonna get feared now? Because I don't think I ever really canceled it.
Once they snap out of it, they can't be affected by your fear again for the rest of the encounter, I think.
What about Grim? He just ran in the building.
I think Grim's fearless, aren't you, Grim? Or is that Gunner?
Kyler is. And I
Okay.
am.
Okay, then Zarkov, you see the incredibly fearful Adeptus Arbite who is infused with the powers of warp and looking like hideous things. You must make a willpower save. Or, not save, test.
Haha, will save.
And that's at a
Oh.
minus 40, I believe, with Fear 4.
Ow.
No, I
I
thought the fear rating just adds plus 10 to his shock factor. I don't think it actually does anything with his willpower test. Or does it? I thought it just adds the shock factor.
Degrees of Fear. Fear 4 is terrifying, so it says test modifier minus 30.
Oh, okay.
Fear test difficulty show the difficulty based on the level of source of fear. Some things are more terrifying than others, after all.
Dude, he might go into cardiac arrest. That'd be fucking awesome.
So you get a minus 30. How badly do you succeed or fail by?
He goes to negative 10.
Degree.
I go to negative 10. My willpower
Alright, so
goes
roll.
to negative 10.
Roll a. Oh wait. So how bad did you fail by?
2
just by
degrees,
1
actually.
degree?
At a negative 10. 2 degrees.
All right. So roll a d100 again.
Aw, boo.
Nice. Not bad.
I wish
Okay.
he
So
rolled
3
100.
plus the 2, so that's 23. Fear grips you, and you begin to shake and tremble. You're at a minus 10 penalty in all tests for the rest of the encounter unless you can recover your wits, which is a 4-round action willpower.
That's not bad.
So I can't do anything right now?
Yeah, you walk in and begin trembling as the horror of what Julius has become overwhelms you.
But how does it... I'm just curious, how does that affect me when he's my buddy? I understand
What
if
he
he
looks
was
like.
an enemy, but...
Because you're a puss. You're only 90.
Yeah, you see horrors you can not even imagine, basically. Coming off of him.
Exactly, and he hasn't really done anything else to really prepare you guys for his fear, so you're
Nope.
just at the front maw of like, holy shit, this guy's infused with the power of warp, and there's demons and pseudopodia and fucking all sorts of other crazy shit flying off around him. It's gonna eat me. Okay. Zarkov then is finished. It looks like. Because did you move in? You said for your turn.
Moved in.
Okay, then yeah, you're stacked then. Scum's turn. Scum run.
I like how you said that. Scum's
Scum
turn.
runs.
Scum runs.
Hunter.
Fuck this shit.
See if you can snap out of. You successfully snap out of it. So now you just take a -10 for the rest of the encounter. But you cannot approach your target. After snapping out of it, yeah, you just have a -10. So okay, you can't be affected by the fear again, but you just take a -10 for the rest of the encounter. Bye, Diz.
Uh-oh. Bye, Diz.
2 Diz's disconnected.
Holy shit. What the fuck? Is he really leaving? Oh, he's
No,
back. Okay.
he's back.
What the fuck?
So, snapping out of it takes your full round. Severance, your turn.
The sit rep then for this. How's everybody looking? Beyond my own terrified people, I don't care about them. What about the other people in this building?
I mean, so you're just spending your turn looking around?
I can't just check as a free action real quick how everybody's looking.
You can. You'll have to look at Hosen, though, unless you don't want to look in that direction, because you have a feeling of what's going on somehow.
Well, I mean, I know what he's done. I am fearless.
How are you fearless?
I am a navigator for one. I mean, I have like
Do you have the
intense
trait?
training in seeing the warp, so I'm probably not scared of warp stuff, especially. But I do have the trait.
How'd you get the trait?
I just told you, by being a navigator, I'm not afraid of warp stuff. So
That's not really a qualifying reason in my eyes. Like, you had to experience the mind-bending shit of the warp.
I have. I'm a navigator. I look into the warp all the time, especially if I'm having to fly anywhere.
Then there had to have been something else that you've shown you faced your fears. If you can conquer the warp, then there must be something else. You have to approach it through a qualifying event in-game, not just because you are good at something.
Oh, you do have
told that to
to
everybody
even
else.
work your navigator powers. It doesn't matter. I won't look his way then. So I've seen scary shit, but not in game.
So you're used to the warp, but you're probably not used to people holding guns in your face, or interrogating you, or, I mean, any other, like, flavor of fear in this world. So, I just don't believe your character is fearless, that's all. I don't think you proved it to the party in the game that you're fearless. Especially because you're
I
fresh out of the
did
box
walk
navigator.
into a drug den by myself and present myself and saying I've killed an arbitrator. I mean, I smoked drugs, talked to a bunch of people.
You were confident and ballsy, but that's not fearless. So yeah, I'm sorry, you can't have
So
it.
I have opened my third eye and made the world fearful of what I see, but I myself can be scared by what I see.
Correct.
I should never look in a mirror with my third eye open, because I'll die from shock.
Maybe. Well, it's your turn. What are you gonna do, Sarah?
I'm gonna fucking... I don't know what I'm gonna do. Guess I'm not gonna do anything, because
No,
there's
do
nothing else to do. Everybody's
Shoot
dead.
them.
I'm gonna shoot a bomb next to me.
They're
Fuck
not
this
dead.
simulator.
Really? You're shooting a bomb?
No, I'm gonna finish this fucking simulator out. I'm
They're
gonna
not
shoot
dead.
one of the tough scum, somebody.
There you go. Shoot a
Okay,
scum.
they're prone, so -20.
Them laying down in front of me.
Aren't they helpless too, though? So it's plus 20
They're
as
helpless
well?
too, so +20, yeah.
Yeah.
Aren't they laying on the ground in front of me, 10 meters away?
Yeah, but
They
you
are,
get...
but they're upstairs. There's some cover.
Well, you
They're
get
down behind because they fell down.
Yeah, it's harder to shoot people when they are prone. So it is minus 20 against prone. Unless you stab them with a sword, then it's plus 20. You have any melee?
I thought they were on the ground with us. He said they came down the steps, so...
Well,
all
regardless,
on
they
the
are
ground.
prone, which is negative
I'll
20.
draw out the next building. I just I didn't know what you guys were planning to do per se in this situation, so
Yeah, that's no problem.
I'm just saying, it's pretty easy to shoot somebody laying on the ground, but it doesn't matter. I still get a aim action. Shoot. It's fail.
okay. Your bullet ricochets and pings off, and most of everyone kind of ducks and is trying to get out of the building now. Everyone's just kind of braking, letting out the doors, or door to the left, away from Julius. Okay, Marin, who's now okay, taking his minus 10 because of his critical. What do you want? Oh my god, and then he sees Hausen.
They do what?
He sees you as he wakes up because he's saying, what do you want? Because you just got done being unstunned.
Oh. He's not dead. He was stunned for a few rounds. He was knocked back, stunned, and then prone. He just got
He
up
is
from the
totally
stun.
overcome. He begins vomiting uncontrollably for 3 rounds. 96 rounds. During this time, he can do nothing but retch and drops anything he holds. Afterwards and after the encounter, he can only take a half action per turn until he can rest. So yeah, he's vomiting now. The Tough's turn. This Tough tries to break out of it, his fear. Fails. The other one scrambles upstairs.
So he's out of our line of sight now.
Out of your line of sight, yeah. And he's completely
Okay.
upstairs. Julius.
If I were to grapple the throwing up guy, how hard of a test would that actually be?
I mean, you get plus 20 because he's prone, and then plus 20 because he's helpless.
Oh well.
Just
we
grab
already-
him.
Oh, he's too far up. Can I charge grapple him, or is Diz in the way? I can't even
Bypass
charge
Diz.
him.
And
guess I
yeah,
can
you
charge
could
that
you
far.
could charge grapple him as long as you can charge that much upstairs.
It's 10, right, to get to him, or is it 15?
We'll say 13.
13? Let me see my movement real quick. I can't. So, let's see. I'll just take a,
I mean, we can break combat if you guys want to break combat right now. No one else is really a threat to you.
okay. Alright, well I guess we could break combat. I'm just gonna go up and grab the guy while he's throwing up and kind of hold him, but hold him away from me so he's not throwing up on me and shit. But you know, like grab him from behind. So he's not throwing up on my uniform and shit. I'm gonna point him towards the other thug, so he's throwing up on the thug who's on the ground rolling around in it.
In fear. Are you still maintaining your fear too?
I turn it off.
Snap out of it with a plus 20 bonus then.
I have to snap out of my fear.
No, they are. As long as the
Oh.
source of fear is on a negative bonus. Still fails. Wow.
Come on, man, get over it. It wasn't that big of a deal. Alright, I'm gonna yell out. I'll finish the rest of this here. Why don't you guys start loading the explosives?
Okay,
Back
what
over to-
what explosives are around me? Are there like grenades, melt-bombs, dynamite?
To tell you the truth, they're actually mining charges. They're big stacks of explosives meant to tear through the earth. They're not really like anything. They're like demolition charges for deconstructing. Mining charges. There's no real grenades that you can see, at least. That's what's they have in the building. Or the shit that explodes really big and can really demolish shit. Nothing like small arms, like anti-personal weaponry.
So we have big bombs, basically.
I'm gonna start loading up the truck.
Alright, the stuff is pretty heavy. Are you just gonna do it all by yourself without any help? I mean, there's some equipment to help you lift it and stuff, but again, it's pretty heavy. And it's gonna go slow. I don't know how much you want to load, that's why I'm asking.
Can I get like a fucking forklift or whatever the hell is in there? And use that to load up the truck?
You can. It'll take still like a little bit just to make sure you're properly. Do you have drive ground or operate ground?
Yes, I do.
Alrighty. Are you trying to do this pretty quick, right?
Yeah, sure.
Alright, so this is a
I
difficult
guess.
driving test.
Wait, are we already driving the fucking thing into the building?
I'm loading up the truck.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So I was gonna say, load up the truck
Loading
and then
up the
have
truck.
Hunter drive it into the building. No, we don't want to rig the truck to drive remotely. You're sitting in that truck and you're gonna drive it into the building, while Grim and Sockruns and I walk away.
You said it was going to be a difficult drive ground vehicle?
Yes, just to load everything correctly.
Well,
Minus
what about with
0 or minus 10?
What about with Hunter
Minus 10,
assisting him?
difficult is minus 10.
And
Well,
Sockruns
I don't know what Hunter's
assisting?
doing.
It was just to
Assist
see
him,
what
you
would have
guys.
happened.
No, not the
That
tech
would've been
use, assist him in loading the bombs.
The tech use was to see how long it would have taken to actually construct it. I failed it, so it would have been like forever, so I didn't even bother.